Hey, this is Ren Young, the new Canadian Babdar. Just giving you a little update on the online auditions. Today is August the 1st, and it is the start of the open online auditions for Finding Love Canada, the Newfoundland edition. And what you can do is, if you want to be a participant in the show, like there's two different ways you can be a participant in the show. You can, and both involve sending in your membership to the Babdar Club. Now the first is the open online auditions. You get a hold of us on email at findinglovepro@gmail.com. And from there we send you an application, a membership form to to start the process in becoming a possible participant in our new reality show. So you get a hold of us on email at, as I said, findinglovepro@gmail.com. We send you a membership form, and you send in, with your membership form, you send in your $20 processing fee for the show, and then we set up either a further video online, or we'll get you a spot in line for the auditions on August 24th at 81 Cochrane Street in St Johns, which is the old Cochrane Street Baptist Church. Is now First Light NL. It's an entertainment complex. Beautiful, beautiful room, and great acoustics in the room for anybody that's auditioning musically. But on the 24th, they're open auditions for people to come in from all over the St. John's area. What we decided when we first had the concept of the show was to go to small towns, like the biggest small towns across Newfoundland, and the people could gather there and do their auditions. But once I got further into it in Newfoundland, I found that it's just too much area to cover. And we want to get into those smaller villages, of 60 people, 200 people, that kind of thing, so that we can really get a true representative and representatives of the Newfoundland way of life, and the courtship rituals, of Newfoundlanders. And that's when we decided to have one central location in Newfoundland, in St. John's, to cover all the area around St. John's, so people can come to the auditions live. The benefit of going to the live auditions on the 24th at 81 Cochrane Street is to see what your stage presence is like. We need to know as producers whether or not you have the personality that can, I don't want to say entertain, but it is entertainment. This is an entertainment venue. And we want to see, what your stage presence is like, so, whether or not you can handle the show on a personality basis. And not everybody can. But if you have any kind of talent at all, if you can read poetry or play a guitar, or you know Newfoundland folklore that you can recite, or rap, poetry, whatever, bring a banjo, a tuba, whatever. Everybody's welcome, and any kind of talent would be appreciated. And it gives you a leg up on the other participants, because as I said, we need to see your stage presence and how you'll handle being in front of the camera. And now the online auditions, which start today, August the 1st. Woohoo, it's August the 1st. We're getting closer to the auditions. And I'm looking forward to it, because I think, what we need to do is to bring more love into the world. And if Finding Love Canada, the Newfoundland edition, can help bring the love back into the conversations of each household in Newfoundland, and we get the conversation going, and maybe that'll spark some loving relationships outside of the show. People, the viewers that are watching it at home or at a bar or whatever, will maybe consider asking the girl or the guy beside them or their neighbors or whatever to go out on a date and see if that love can flourish. But so that's the 24th at 81 Cochrane Street. That's a live auditions. We get to see what you like in front of the camera. And starting today, August the 1st, is the start of the open online auditions. Now for that, you need to go to findinglovepro at gmail.com. Send us in a photograph and a little bit of an outline, your name, address, likes, dislikes, that kind of thing. We really need to know, as important as your likes and what you're looking for in a mate, we need to know your dislikes. Are you allergic to cats? Are you don't like certain aspects of someone's appearance or whatever? We need to know that because that helps us in the process of choosing the proper participants in the show. As you may have read on the website, we are choosing 1 prince and 5 princesses. But along with that, the prince will have 2 or 3 of his besties, his best friends, that can give him advice on his dates through his earpiece or during the walking out for a night out segment of the show, which is the first when they go out onto a date and into a nightclub and go dancing and that kind of thing. And we see what kind of way people handle themselves out on the town, that kind of thing. And then there's many other categories which you can read online. There's actually 4 or 5 other categories, 4 or 5 other things that, dates that we're going to be going on. And read that up at findinglove.ca, and you can read up on kind of the outline of the show and a little bit of history about myself and that kind of thing. My history is my mother was Irish. I was brought up in the Irish traditions of church and all that kind of stuff. But so my great-great-grandfather Van Ember Young was a Bavdar when he was growing up in Ireland. He came to Canada when he was about 19, and he carried on with the Bavdar tradition here in Canada. His father and his father before him for generations were Bavdars in Ireland. Now what the Bavdars used to do were they took care of the financial dowry of the new couple. So the Bavdar would be hired by both families to go to each of the farm. It was called walking the land. And what they would do is they would go to each farm and say, okay, well, you got a barn, a horse, 60 bags of seed. The other family would have 2 horses, a barn, a house, and 80 bags of seed. So the other couple's parents would have to make up the difference to make the dowry even, so that they would be on equal footing for the different values that of land and things. So the Bavdars of that day were taking care of the financial dowry of the new couple. But as a new Canadian Bavdar, I will be taking care of people's emotional dowry, because in those days it was more about the financial thing. These days it's more about if you can find a loving relationship with somebody you can get along with for the rest of your life. Okay, so enough said about that. You can read up all about that on our website, findinglove.ca. And the open auditions, as I said, it's August the 1st. The open auditions start today. It's only 8:30 in London, Ontario on August the 1st, and we've already had a bunch of membership requests. So it's already happening, so make sure you get your online, your open online auditions in today by sending in a picture and a little bit about yourself and requesting a membership form for the auditions, or to be set up on a date after the show airs. All the people that, as a bonus, all the people that sign up for the show that are not selected to be a part of the show, because I mean, let's face it, there's going to be a fair amount of competition there, and everybody can't get in. So for the people that don't get selected for the show, with the help of your membership form and the details you put on that, we will try to set you up with another Bavdar Club member that signed up for the show and wasn't selected. So that's just something that we want to do to help spread love around the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. Okay, so send in your your membership form request. We'll send you back a membership form which will require you to pay your $20 processing fee for the auditions, or to become a member of the Bavdar Club, to be matched up after the show is over. And let's get started, because this show is going to bring the idea of love back into the equation. There's too much divisiveness, not decisiveness, but too much hate. Hate is the right word. You watch the news today, and it's just politicians, to try and get a vote, are separating people on a personal level. It's just wrong. We need to change that. And hopefully that's what this show will do. It'll bring the conversation back to love, and that's what our goal is for the show. And so to recap the update, findinglovepro@gmail.com. Send in your request form. We'll send you back a membership form where you'll have to pay your $20 processing fee, and then we will send you back a number which will set you in line for the auditions on August 24th, if you want to come down to do a live audition, which I suggest you do, because as producers, we need to see your stage presence and how you react in front of a camera, just to see if you'll be able to handle being part of the show. So the open online auditions will get you started, and you can even apply that way. If you're in a remote area, or you're working long hours and you can't make it into to St. Johns at 81 Cochrane Street on the 24th from 10 a.m. till about 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. depending on when we get finished. The participants on that day of the 24th of August will everybody needs to shoot some video to us, no matter if you're online with your membership form, or you're in person, which I suggest you do on the 24th. We need to see video of you. And as I said, if you're doing it live, we can it's more of a give and take kind of question period, where we can see what your reactions are like to certain things. So keep that in mind. And today is August the 1st. Woo! We're getting started with these online auditions, and like I said, we're already getting a good reaction online. And the sooner you get your application or your membership form request in, the better for you and your chances to become a reality star. So we're looking forward to seeing you and hearing from you. And remember that love is the universal language, and we all speak it. So let's get to speaking about the emotion of love, and how much more of love we need in the world, because we're going to hell in a handbasket if we don't be careful. So let's all do our part. Wave at someone in traffic if they give you the finger, and next thing you know, they're smiling. It's just, or open a door for somebody, do something nice for somebody. Like I was watching some videos on YouTube the other day about people helping homeless people by shooting them 10, 15 bucks, or a pizza, a little small pizza, something like that. So, just do something nice for somebody, and you will get more out of it than they will, more than likely. And on that note, we'll see you later, and I'll be looking forward to hearing from you online at findinglovepro@gmail.com, or you can go to the website at findinglove.ca to start the process of becoming a reality star. So, as I said, thanks very much, and we'll look forward to hearing from you, and have a great day. Bye now. See ya.